DIG is the startup incubator for the University of Michigan. So DIG is where professors can bring big ideas and have, teams of really experienced people working on those ideas and making them real.
So you have an incubator. If you combine both like the education part as well as building interactive stuff, and you put in you spice it up with kind of the whole startup movement, which is like moving at rapid speed, building stuff in the education domain. And that was something which resonated with me.
So we have, what you can say, we have that rush in us. And this environment gives you that feel of working in a startup, working in an actual industry, but not overwhelmed by it. It helps you learn more. It gives you the feel of the industry, but also gives you the learning experience. And that combination is what is best of this kind of environment.
So the office here at DIG is set up in a way that encourages cooperation and lots of feedback between different types of people in different fields.
We're able to work closely with the software development team, and that's been really eye-opening for me because making a mock-up, you think that it can be implemented, but once you talk to the software development team, you see what can be implemented, what can't be implemented, and why.
There are so many different kinds of disciplines that work regularly with each other. And I think it helps everyone here understand the bigger picture at any given moment.
One of the best things that you're going to get out of this fellowship is mentorship. When you work in big, large companies, there's not the manpower to have the time to talk with you sometimes. And I think that's one thing I would definitely take advantage of. It's just this is a great opportunity to learn things that are both within your field and outside of your field.
Working at DIG provides you a lot of hands-on experience. So I would say, especially coming from a place like SI that I'm familiar with, right? You kind of learn the ropes and the fundamentals of design, but you don't really get too many opportunities to actually work on real projects, especially not ones that you see making an impact on people around you.
Although you are hired on as a student fellow, the work you do should strive to be industry quality. Part of that comes with the guarantee that the work you do will almost certainly be implemented if it's up to snuff. And it's not just sort of a student project or a student, classroom sort of ordeal where, you come up with the mock-ups, but it never actually ends up being anything.
There are a lot of opportunities here to do work that has a social impact. The eCoach project and the DIG in general, they're all working on projects that help students or advisors or faculty in some way. We're testing them in real time, and so you get to actually have this really tangible, measurable impact right away, which is something I don't think a lot of people get to do.
So I aspire to become a designer. I come from a computer science background, so there's a gap in between where I don't have much work that I can show that I am a designer.
I didn't have any design experience outside of coursework, and I wanted to challenge myself.
It definitely helped me become really interested in the web development area and kind of helped me set a career goal for my future. And I think the knowledge and skills I learned here will definitely help me in my future work.
I think that DIG is a program that understands and appreciates the ways that learning happens. And one thing that's not really contested too much in education is that engagement can lead to a lot of success for students and learners. And so it's been, really interesting that the work that I've done here at DIG is really bridging some of the work that I'm doing in the School of Education, which is really exciting.
I speak up more than I used to, which is interesting. In classes, I notice that I feel like I respect more what I have to say. And then other people respect what I have to say more because they're like, oh, she knows what she's talking about. She works at the DIG and she gets to do all this stuff every day. So it's been really good for kind of finding your voice and learning about, one, what you want to do, and two, who you are as a designer.